Hey guys, welcome back. It's Naru, Kyubi 8000, back here with another video. And we're going to be playing Fare Thee Well. I have no idea what it's about. Looks like maybe like a 18-year-old girl sitting there on a bench, and it's snowing. So maybe she died or something. Who knows? A lonely man. I love how the story starts off like that. Fare Thee Well, the story of a lonely man. A wanderer, a wayfarer, a stranger. Jesus Christ. Yep. Let's take music down there, put the sound volume here, and return. In the sleepy town he found in the snow, one winter night, December 1967. I am a lone, wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe. But there's no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright land to which I go. The strong winter wind beats down all around me. I pull my coat ever closer. I'm going there to see my father. I'm going there no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. Down the road I walked, covered in snow, in a cold snow. I have no one to meet and nowhere to go. I know dark clouds will gather around me. I know my way is rough and steep, but golden fields lie out before me, where God redeemed shall ever sleep. I need to find somewhere better than this. I can't feel a thing. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. Suddenly, I see a light in the dark, bleak midwinter. A small town nestled deep in the woods, asleep, dreaming the passage of time, all except for one single brick building, its windows glowing with light, beacons for the lost. I see it's a bar. A dimply lit sign flickers above the entrance. On it is a name emblazoned in pale gold letters. The Hearth and Home. It'll do. I push past the door and enter in out of the snowy night. Once inside, I take off my gloves and rub my hands together for warmth. It takes too long to feel my fingers again. I close my eyes, my tired eyes, and take in the sounds of the bar. It's busier than I expected in a town like this. There's a low murmur dispersed in the air. Some people are here in groups, and many are, like me, alone. It's good to see people again. I slip my gloves into my coat and take a seat. A bartender spots me from behind a row of drying glasses and approaches. Evening. Evening. Beer, please. I only order it so I can stay. The bartender fills a glass from the tap. Traveling through? He places the drink in front of me. The liquid in the glass shines like oil under the pale, mellow lights of the bar. So I'm guessing I'm like, I have to be over 21. Actually, no, this is like 1967. So I'm guessing I'm probably like 18, maybe a little over. Finally left home, wanted to come back. Oh, wow. I kind of like the art style. It looks interesting. Like, it all looks nice, clean. Anyways, let's continue on. Yeah. I drink it all at once. It brings some fire back into my blood. Can't say I know what business brought you here. How do you know I'm not traveling for pleasure? Pleasure doesn't come this far north this time of year. I smirk. Maybe I got lost. Maybe you did. He takes my glass and steps away. I take a glance out the window while he's gone. The night is black and thick with snow. I just stay a while longer. It won't let up soon. Cedar, Maine, population a little over 2,000. I was able to make out the signs off the highway exit before the storm got too bad. Originally, I'd meant to make it all the way to the other side. Hitchhiking got harder after sunset When it got too cold to be outside, I head off to the road to the nearest place I could find. This place wasn't too bad. Remind me of a simpler time. I'll stay here for the night. Not that I have a choice. I mean, I wouldn't mind going back into like dark, deep, thick snow again. Walk through all that crap again. No. Feels nice just sit for a change. Sometimes you move so much you feel like you're not the one moving around anymore. Like you're drifting. Sometimes, though, it's fine. When I can just stop and let things pass me by. I like that. I like walks, too. Walks are nice. After a while, I notice a change in the air. The curtain of small talk lowers into the silence. The clinking of plates and glasses melts away. A small crowd begins to form in one corner of the bar. I walk over to get a look at what's going on and watch as someone gets up onto a small unlit stage. It's a girl in a green dress, is about to sing. The girl gazes with her deep brown eyes at the expectant faces all around her. A hush falls over the crowd as she leans into the microphone. Her face betrays not a single emotion but pure wonder. It's almost as if she's somewhere else, remembering better times, preparing to sing to herself in a world that stood still, hanging off her every word. She begins softly, her voice barely above a whisper. By yon bonny banks, and by yon bonny braes, where the sun... Actually, let me restart. By yon bonny banks, and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond. I know this song, where me and my true love will never meet again. On the bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Of course I know this song. The small birds they sing, and the wildflowers spring. And in sunshine the waters are sleeping, where the broken-hearted can know no second spring again. Though the woeful may cease from their grieving, you'll take the high road, and I'll take the low road. And I'll be in Scotland before you, but me and my true love will never meet again. On the bonny banks of Loch Lomond. After an edition of Loch Lomond, the girl continues to perform, singing various other folk songs. The audience continues to be mesmerized by every movement of her parted lips. The bar is eerily silent, and not a single person dare move. Her voice is magical, perhaps the most beautiful I've ever heard in my life. I've never been this absorbed in a song before. The voice of the girl in the green dress grows and grows and grows, only to fill the air with complete emotion, feeling seething with energy. Like her voice is an endless flowing spring. And to listen to it is to drink, and drink, and drink again. I've never felt this way before. I doubt I will again. When she finally finishes her set, the girl in the green dress takes a fateful step back from the microphone. Her skin beads with sweat. Her chest heaves up and down to the rhythmic beat of her exhausted heart. Her posture is tired, but proud. Her breath short, but steady. Her eyes somber, but bright, vibrant, with fire. And as I watch her in this precious little moment of silence, it seems all time stops. Guess you're falling for a girl. The sheer intensity of this moment breaks over me like a cold ocean wave. The sadness I feel at its impermanence, its immediate beginnings and end, pulls me under. I am washed in fascination in the moment. The passage of time resumes. It flows, unhindered, ignorant that so much change had just taken place in my sinner self in the brief window of frozen time. That change in my heart had just set forth in emotion a long, long story. Is this a poem? It's kind of like a poem kind of style. It's weird. Because, like, I look at this. She sings, of course, a folk song and all that, but a lot of it rhymes. So I'm guessing it's like a poem that was switched over and made into a story for VN. Maybe. So I'm going to go search up Fare Thee Well, like, when I'm off time, and maybe I'll tell you guys what I found. Because, this actually seems pretty interesting, weird. So, anyways, let me just stop kind of like being dumb and continue. One that will not end for a very long time. A story about meeting people and saying goodbye to people. A story about arrivals and departures. A story about time. I sat alone for a while, taking this all in. After I regain my senses, I shake myself off and return to my seat at the bar. I see someone's cleared my glass from the counter. The bartender spots me out of the corner of his eyes and comes on over. Another? I might be staying here longer than I thought. Just one. The man fulfills my wish, pouring another glass of the amber drink, placing it down before me. Takes a long look around the bar as he wipes some washed dish plates. The sink isn't too far from my seat, and he could talk to me while he works. Busy night tonight. Busier than usual? Much. So even this counts as much busier than usual. This must be a smaller town than I originally thought. The girl helps. Oh, the girl helps? The bartender nods knowingly. Oh, the girl helps. Is she a real singer? I suppose any singer is a real one. But no, she's not a professional. We could never afford someone like that. Then what is she? She's young, about your age. About my age. One of those student types. Student all the way out here? The bartender doesn't seem to take offense to my jab at his hometown. Don't know. She's been in town about a month now. Stays in a motel across the bridge. Usually we don't have music, but she's willing to work for cheap. She's good. She's affordable. Take a sip of my beer from the bartender's description. The girl in the green dress seems interesting. Like, the story is kind of very interesting, just like her, I guess. I'd like to talk to her, if I can. You let people talk to her after her sets? He seems incredibly unsurprised. No, but you seem like a nice enough... No, but you seem like a nice enough guy. So go ahead. I'll warn you, though. No one's lasted longer in a conversation with her. Ooh, I take a bigger sip and cock my head. Why is that? Seems to be she's an ice queen. She's polite enough, just doesn't say very much. Doesn't want to open up to anyone about anything. That kind of girl. What a bar singer. What? A bar singer who's too shy to talk to people? In the flesh. Of all the thoughts that crossed my mind while she was on stage, I didn't once imagine her to be shy. It must take a lot of courage to get up there and sing, so she's brave on the outside, but what's on the inside? What makes her shy? There must be something hidden in all this. So, I'm far too interested to back out now. I finish off my drink to the last drop. I think I'll take my chances. You tread a dangerous path. Then he nodded at something behind me. There she is now. Go ahead before she leaves. I take out some money and tuck it under my glasses of payment. Stand up from my seat. Your sacrifice will be remembered throughout all northern Maine. Out of the darkness in the crowd, I spot the girl in the green dress, making her way towards the door. She's tugging the sides of her coat tight around her, like she's trying to make herself look as small as she can. I wave her over before she could leave. She sees me and stares at me blankly while I approach her. She seems surprised. That's her. That's the girl. God, she's beautiful. Can't take my eyes off her. She's absolutely breathtaking. But she's not saying a word. You're not going to want to leave for a while. There's a big snowstorm raging outside. ... All right. Thank you. Off to a bad start. Actually, I was wondering if I could talk with you for a minute. It can only get worse from here. The girl in the green dress takes a moment to digest all this. Then she raises her eyebrows like she's confused but doesn't want to admit it. What do you want to talk about? Jesus Christ, that face changed. Guys, look. Oh, I'm clueless to... What do you want to talk about? Well, about things. It gets worse from there. God, I've not done this in so long. The girl visibly recoils. I think she's trying to hold back laughter. I shake my head and smile. Time to try again. Here, what I meant is this. I listened to you sing up on the stage. You have a really pretty voice, and I'd like to talk to you about your singing. If you'll have me, that is. I think I did better this time. I think. The girl stares at me for a little while longer. I'm helpless to gauge how her reaction will be. Then, of all things, she smiles. What? Just like, really? She just smiles with No one's ever asked me about my singing before. Success! I'm honored to break tradition. The girl lets out a small snicker. She lets go of the sides of coast and rests her hands meekly at her sides. Hi. I'm Emmeline. Good evening, Emmeline. Let me buy you a drink. I turn to be beside her and begin to lead her towards the bar. I haven't spoken to people like this in a long time. Wonder what's come over me. I'm finding it so easy, natural even. Like I'm acting out my own life, not observing it. Must be something in the air. You too good for now? Yeah, thanks. Yes. All right. Once the two of us are alone, I raise my glass and Emily and hers. They sound together with a definite clink. Cheers. Cheers. Emmeline eagerly raises her glass to her lips and sips away. You have expensive taste in alcohol. She shrugs. Just for tonight. Smart. Silently we drink to our healths. Afterwards follow brief introductions. I learn Emmeline is 22, and I tell her I'm 25. I look much younger than 25. I get that a lot. We start to get to know each other for a little better. Me? A professional singer? No. Not even close. Well, I'm sorry to have assumed. No, singing is just a passion of mine. I've liked it since I was a kid. I do it for money. It's nothing serious. If it's a passion of yours, then it's nothing, then it's not nothing serious. It's not what I went to school for, is what I meant. What did you go to school for? I'm studying to become a nurse. I wasn't interested in it or anything, but it was safe. There's still lots of people out there who don't like to see educated women. This seems personal. I hope I'm not prying. And you've graduated? ... No. Oh, I'm sorry. What happened? Well, I'm not sure you'd want to get into it. I don't know what your politics are. I don't really involve myself in that. I don't keep myself too current. I don't have any strong opinions, if that's what you're worried about. I'm listening. Anything you can think of saying, you can say, and I'll listen. Well, I was expelled from school for protesting the war. Expelled from school for taking part in a peaceful protest? That can't be allowed. It wasn't too peaceful in the end. That explains it. It does. We stopped to sip our drinks and I mulled over my mind what to say next. Well, I'm sorry to have pride. Emmeline's face softens. Really, it's fine. It's nice to get to talk about it with someone. I take it there aren't too many new opportunities to talk to people here in Cedar. Not here, no. Can I ask how you ended up here? You could, but it's not a fun story. You can imagine my parents weren't very big fans of my expulsion. I figured. They were livid. And gorged with rage. You'd think they were going to eat me. They were so angry. Like they were going to lock me up in the cellar and bury the key. While she's talking, her voice becomes strange. Obviously, this is reopening old wounds for her. I feel bad for bringing it up now. They started pressuring me to find a husband. Showed me off to any showed me off to any rich men, young men, or family friends who came by, trying to convince me to give myself up and marry a complete stranger. Holy balls! Made me feel like I was a hunk of meat being peddled in some marketplace to them. My failure had branded me a commodity. I had become a dangerous good, something to be sold off, my value to be measured in nothing but the children I would bear. I couldn't take it. I absolutely couldn't live with it. So, you took off? You could tell? You seem the type. This makes Emmeline loosen up again, but only a little. That's good. I have to try and help her feel better. Hope I didn't spoil her night. I'll go ahead and take that as a compliment. Good. It was meant as one. Da. I hadn't meant to bring up any bad memories. Like I said, it's fine. It's nice to finally be able to talk to someone about it. It's been all bottled up so long. I know how you feel. You can keep going if you like. Well, the rest is a lot of the same. Packed up some of my clothes, some books, snuck out in the middle of the night. Stayed in the city a while with friends, the like. Figured it was the safest way. After some time, though, I knew I had to get farther away than that. Somewhere my parents wouldn't find me. So I ran. Wandered from place to place. Took cabs and buses when I could. Walked when I couldn't. Hitchhiked when I absolutely needed to. Wasn't too safe as a girl. Had to be careful. But I was smart. I got my eyes open. It's taken me this far. How far is this far? Far enough. But? I don't know. I called my parents a few times just to let them know I was still alive. I'm a good girl like that. At first they were even more furious that they'd been while I was at home. They threatened to call the police after me. Threatened me when I said I wouldn't come home. But after some time, as I got farther and farther from home, and I was gone for longer and longer, they started to soften up. Hot rage turned to bold resentment. Resentment turned to disappointment. Disappointment turned to sadness. Turned to regret. Turned to apology. Turned to them begging me to come home. Emmeline looked visibly shaken. I felt so bad for her, but I knew how she felt. I knew I had to let her finish. It's been more than 2 years since I left home. They started begging me at the end of the first year. Couldn't take it, so I stopped calling them. Haven't spoken to them since. Emmeline gazes into her reflection caught on the polish of her empty glass, warm under the dim bar lights. The night has gone on. Many have left. Everything's quieter now. Everything is moving softer, going slower, like the night has entered into a dreamlike state. I place a hand on Emily's shoulder softly. I want to comfort her. You don't want to go home? No, I do, believe me. This sort of life gets tiring after a while, having no safety, no security always, needing to move from place to place. Man, that's kind of how I feel like I sometimes want to go. Just like move place to place, leave home, go do stuff. But I wouldn't be leaving on a bad note, probably. I'd probably be like, hey, I'm leaving. Bye. But anyways, speaking of going bye-bye, this has been, interesting, you could say. And, I'm going to save it here and probably, leave. Thanks, guys, for watching. If you want to, if you don't like it, dislike it. Leave a comment, please. That's all I ask. You can say F you or something. I don't care. Say this game's amazing. Don't say it's garbage, please. And, I'll see you guys later. Bye.